guys, how's it going? We are on episode 64 of Down the Rabbit Hole, and today we're going to be talking about um, Dad's Children's Playground in Huntsville, Alabama. Now, as most of you know, I am Alabama born and raised. I moved to the Nashville area last summer, um, and everything. So, and this is a down, and I started Down the Rabbit Hole as my fifth and final podcast for a while. Um, I am surprisingly on season 7 of Just a Breezy Chat. I did not think I would ever get that far. But anyway, I love doing podcasts. I don't care how terrible I am at them, but I'm gonna keep doing them until I feel like I don't have to anymore. I don't want to anymore, basically. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Deaf Children's Playground in Huntsville, Alabama. Before I get into that, please hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe, help a girl out. So, what do we know about the Deaf Children's Playground in Huntsville, Alabama? Well, this is adjoin- adjoining to Huntsville historic Maple Hill Cemetery in a playground that looks much like just realized I messed up, so I need to go back and record. Um, anyway, but yeah, so this playground isn't like any other. So passersby often say that they can see the swings on their own volition, and they see orbs of spectacle figures. Now, legend says that spirits of children buried in the cemetery founded in 1922 can come to play, and some also like to repeat the myth that the children were buried in the playground following a series of abductions in the 1960s. Interesting. Um, so, but with that being said, um, okay, but yeah. So as I said though, this basically does adjoin to okay. Now the playground is surrounded by three sides by the limestone that has formed many caves in the area, and it's given a shadowed appearance that lends us spooky legends to proximity to the historic cemetery. Doesn't hurt either. Now, Jimi Hendrix's ghost is said to also be haunting this iconic recording studio he helped build as well. Now, and local teens call it Dead Children's Playground, a macabre name for a place still used by families. So, children did the innocent place, got its gruesome name, and according to legend, many children who died in Huntsville um, during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic are also buried in the Maple Hill plots adjoining the playground. And the spirits of those children, some say, come out after dark, run and play as they might have in life. Now, an online search turns up many photographs and unexplained shadows and herbs. Now, it's no secret, I do believe in ghosts. So I wouldn't be surprised by this. I wouldn't. So, but it is true many children and as well as families died in the world in that pandemic, which killed an estimated 50 million people worldwide, and it hit Huntsville particularly hard. Hospital beds were filled, and doctors were in the shifts. Now, many patients were treated at home and with large quarantine signs at the door in a practice which was resulting in disease spreading through the families. Bodies were often stacked on wagons, hauled to morgues and on horses. Now, to prevent the spread of disease, parents caution children to leave the windows closed and to sing a rhyme song that goes, I'm not going to sing it for you, but it goes, I had a bird. It was named Enza. I opened the window and it flew, Enza. Now, according to the Alabama Department of Public Health, the deadly flu arrived in Alabama by the way of Huntsville on September 25th, 1918. Within 10 days, it had spread to the general population. And the Alabama DPH quoted October 5th in an article from the Birmingham News reported cases of the Spanish flu having increased uh, to more than 1,100 in Huntsville, and Dr. C.A. Grote, of the health officer of Madison County there, have been in an additional 300 cases and 7 deaths in that past 24 hours. Now, by October 13th, the Birmingham News reported that the only local pharmacists by local doctors remain unaffected in everything. And although there is no official count number of children who died in Huntsville Hospital during the pandemic or were buried in Maple Hill, the number has been there in the hundreds. What do y'all think? I avoid Huntsville as much as possible. I am not gonna lie to you. Huntsville and Birmingham, that's traffic nobody wants to deal with. Somebody's gonna say, but but it's okay. You live in the Nashville area. I'm like, honey, Birmingham's trying to be Atlanta, and Huntsville, that's a league of its own when it comes to traffic. I'm just saying. But that is it. Join me next time as we talk about Hell's Gate over in Oxford, Alabama.